Check it out, guys. So we're about 2 minutes away from close right now, and the entire stock market is exploding. The Nasdaq's up almost 3%. The S&P and the Russell are up 2.1 to 2.2% each, as the Dow's up 1.7%, and Palantir stock, guys, is up 11%. You heard that right. So we're going to break down Palantir, why the entire stock market is moving today, and overall what I'm looking to do. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below, or just go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, let's get into it. So why is the overall stock market moving today? Well, you could argue it's because of an overall bounce back or the continuation of the bounce back, but also we got the unemployment claims, which we get every single Thursday, right, at 8:30 a.m. East Coast time. And look at the number. It came in at 233,000, which was under the forecast of 241,000 and about 20,000 jobs less than what we saw last week. Last week, we saw 250,000. And again, we get this number every single Thursday morning, 8:30 a.m. East Coast time. And this number represents the number of individuals who filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week. So obviously, less is better. The smaller the number, the better. So it came in better than expected, which again, we were looking at 241K, right? It came in at 233, and a week ago, it was at 250,000. So 233,000 Americans filed for unemployment insurance. There goes the bell, guys, closing bell. 233,000 filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week, right? So that's what we're seeing right now when it comes to the unemployment claims. And we got the unemployment rate and the non-farm payrolls on Friday, and let's just say that was a disaster, right, which caused the stock market to crash, essentially. And now that it's kind of cooling off a bit with unemployment claims looking better, right, we're getting the extension of the rally here, which is good news. And by the way, Dan Ives, and don't look at these ads here, guys. Sorry about all the ads, but Dan Ives has boosted his price target on Palantir to $38 from $35 per share while maintaining an outperform rating. So that's very good. We got a price increase by Wedbush analyst Dan Ives. And like I said in the intro, guys, Palantir stock closed up a whopping 11%. This is unbelievable. So let's break down what's going on. Yesterday, we sold off a lot at the end of the day. Really, in the second half of the day, even more than that. Either way, we sold off from $28.30 yesterday down to about $26.30. So we dumped down about 7%, only to recover all of that today and some. And the pre-market, or the rally started in the pre-market. We hit about, $26.40 this morning. And by the time we opened, we were at $27.30. Then we rallied all the way to almost $30 at close. And the way that we closed is actually very bullish. You guys can see here, we have an ascending triangle. We're making higher lows. We did all throughout the day. And we have resistance at about $29.40, which that was resistance for the last 2.5 hours of trading. So if this spot breaks, man, oh man, 30 plus finally could be right around the corner. And again, Dan Ives upped his price target from $35 to $38. And if I had to guess, if Palantir breaks 30, he might up it again. We shall see how that plays out. But overall, fantastic day for Palantir. We're getting very close now to the highs. It looks like here from, when did we hit those exactly? The 18th of July, we hit $29.83. So that's the next main resistance. And after that, man, $30 is coming. $30 plus for that matter. And we talked about, and by the way, Nothing's guaranteed. Please do your own research. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but in my opinion, I have money invested. I think we're going 30 plus. And look, we talked about this channel yesterday. I had this outlined for my update yesterday. And look, we're right at the top of this channel right now. Mid 29s, 29.80. This is a big spot of resistance that I think will break, but we're not there yet, breaking it yet. We're about to test it, but not fully breaking yet, but I think we're about to. Time will tell. And like I said in previous videos, right, we're already above the highs now from the end of 2021, right before we tanked all the way to $5. We're past those highs. So now the next main resistance on Palantir after 30 is right around $33.65. That's the top of this candle right here. If it wants me or lets me zoom in, there we go, from November of 2020. Then after that, if we do break 33.65, after that, guys, there's really no big resistance, at least on this month chart, until about $39. So there could be a lot of upside, over time, of course. This won't happen in a week or two, but if you guys see here, we can see $39 after that. So there could be a lot of more headway to go here, but we just got to get out of that $30 mark. So I'm going to set my alert right now for tomorrow at $29.50. And of course, you guessed it, I'll do another one at $30 per share. Mark is that we're above $30 per share. There we go. And yeah, guys, it looks like we're about to break 30 bucks. So a lot of other stocks did very well today. Some other notable movers were Nvidia and AMD. Both of those bounced back pretty nicely. We had Nvidia up over 6% on the day, which I think I'll cover in a video later today. We'll talk more about Nvidia. And Palantir, or not Palantir, what the heck? I'm so used to saying Palantir, guys. AMD, I get these mixed up sometimes. Call me crazy. I might be crazy. I don't know. AMD up 6% on the day, but still under the big support, which is now resistance at about 140. We got to get back over 140, guys. That spot needs to break in the short term. Then from there, sure, we might get a nice rally on AMD. Totally possible, but we're not there yet. CrowdStrike is looking pretty interesting here. We actually got down to 195. I'm sure you guys saw that. And now we have, looks like an inverse head and shoulders kind of playing out in the short term. You guys see that on the 1 hour chart, on the 30-minute as well. You guys see that? So in the very short term, man, this looks like it's about to break out, to be honest, right? We have clear resistance at about 240. We have that inverse head and shoulders. If that inverse head and shoulders plays out, CrowdStrike could easily make this up move to 260, 265, maybe higher than that, right? So, yeah, in the short term, it looks pretty good. Reversal looks like it's underway. Not fully. Again, the spot where we're at, 240, needs to break, but if that does, yeah, it's going to be looking pretty good. And by the way, I'm actually in CrowdStrike. I bought this stock, a starter position, I think at like 230, something like that. So I'm up a little bit, but I'm actually hoping for lower prices so I can buy even more. But yeah, I'm in CrowdStrike, full disclosure, and I'm actually in Nvidia and AMD. Pretty much, yeah, all the stocks we've talked about today, I'm a shareholder. Palantir as well. And yeah, Palantir is by far the biggest position out of the bunch because I just started CrowdStrike, just started a position there, and just started one in Nvidia on this dip. So those are just starter positions. AMD, pretty much the same thing, but Palantir is definitely the biggest one. So I'm excited to see how it plays out, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and to get up to 20 stocks for a moo with at least a $100 deposit. That's linked down below. And hey, you might as well sign up to my mailing list if you want me to send you for free every Monday morning my top 3 stocks right to your inbox, guys, for free. No spamming, no BS, just straight up stocks and charts every Monday morning. All of that is linked down below, guys. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.